Hi, guys. Thanks so much for joining us here and today at The Movement. Now, I'd like to talk to you about living longer, longevity, and all those hip, trendy terms that are going around there in the fitness industry, in the health industry. Everyone's talking about how we can live longer. What's the best way to live longer? And I'd like to share some of my words of wisdom from I've collected over many years with clients, working with them. I've spent over 4 decades working personally training clients about how they can extend their lives, how can they can live longer. I've had clients who've lived into their late 90s still training with us at the gym. One of our ladies we trained just became a centenarian, 100 years old. There you go. 100 years old. I get tongue-tied with sometimes with words. But it's not about her. It's not about that specific person. It's about in general. I'd like to say how we can live longer. And it's a tricky one, because a lot of people are out there saying, I've got the secret. They found the secret to living longer. And I'd like to share with you a couple of stories which sort of will aid you in helping you live longer. And one of the things I say in my book, if you can sort of read back there, that book back there, in Big Fat Lies, I talk about living longer in that book. And the thing I talk about in that book about living longer, your driver's license has no expiry date as a person on it. We don't know when you're going to die. No one knows when you're going to die. There's a great quote which says, if you think your mission on earth is over, if you're still breathing, it's not. If you're still breathing, it's not. So you've still got a lot of years left to go, no matter where you are. And one of the things I heard recently by Elon Musk is that life starts at the age of 60. Reach out and find a new career at 60. Sometimes you're given the sack, and it's not a end of a career. It could be a beginning of a whole new career. So being old and being ageist is sometimes an excuse, because there's no end at your driver's license, no end. But the longevity I'm talking about today is people are looking for this, and they're looking for the secret. What is the secret? Is it facing east when you wake up in the morning? Is it adopting a different style, different cultural diet? Is it what is the secret? Is it exercising? Is it doing 2 sets of 8? Is it doing 3 sets of 15? Do I do cardio work? Do I do muscle building? And so we're looking for the secret. And so I'd like to share a couple of things with you. And one of them come from a tribe called the Vereglon. And this tribe, as well as the story, it quite possibly is made up. But it is a scientific study. It's a study done not on the Vereglons, as I said there, but it's a study that was definitely done on living longer. Because all these studies have been done on people living longer, and the same thing keeps evolving with these studies. The numbers are low in the studies, because they can't find many people who are at the age of 90 and 100. And for some reason, they all seem to be doing very similar things. What could some of the things they be doing? Let's see. They're definitely doing this in their community. They're definitely part of a big community of people, and they are doing this. It's quite simple. They're part of a community. They have a sense of belonging, and they're very loving of each other, and they're really appreciating pretty much anything that happens in that day. They're living longer. Here we go. They're living longer, and they're definitely they're definitely living longer, and they're really enjoying the life they're living. And so, what tends to happen? Well, in all these studies that happen, is what tends to happen in the fitness industry. People think they've got the secret, and they sort of can't wait to tell you the secret. What is the secret to living longer? What is the secret? It's got to be something. It couldn't be this, could it? It couldn't be the secret to longer is, just hit the button, is being evil and being angry all the time. It can't be that. So what is the secret to living longer? So this tribe of people I was telling you about, they did a study, and these people went to visit these people in the Everglong, or whatever I called that tribe name before, went to visit them. And they said, I wonder what's happening. These people are all on horseback. The tribe are all on horseback. The girls were getting up in the morning, and they were just gathering around. The girls were getting up in the morning, and they were gathering around and getting the food ready for that night. The guys were going out And they were the guys were going out and horseback, and they were riding, and they were hunting for prey, and they'd come back, and they'd have a celebration that night because these guys were living. They were all about living. And what were they doing? Because they discovered the secret to living longer. So what could it have been? They were living. What was happening? And these people were presenting as 40-year-olds, 35-year-olds, 40-year-olds. They looked so young, but yet they were 60, 70 years of age. How could that happen? How could they be 60 and 70 but look like they were 40? The scientists went away, wrote up their study, and then a few years later, a group of scientists picked up their study and said, we've got to go visit these people. It's really important. What are they doing? What are they doing that's so incredible? There must be something secret about what they're doing. So they went back and they found some other stuff. And what they found, was it this? Did they find that they were all virgins? No, they didn't find that. They didn't find that. Were they all lovers? They find that they were all lovers? Now, there's all lots of words in here to find. Didn't find all lovers. So what is it that made the scientists? Because the second group of scientists found the same thing. These guys were getting out and they're riding the horses, and they're looking about 35, 40. Amazing. But they were 70, 75. Some of them were 80 years of age, yet they were living fantastically. What could be the secret? Let's find out after this quick coffee break. So if you want, buy me a coffee and I'll donate some of the proceeds for that coffee to a charity of your choice. So that was our quick coffee break. So what is it? Well, we're lucky for us, a third group of scientists picked up that study. And the third group of scientists found exactly what the first two group of scientists found. This is an actual study. This is no lie here. This is an actual study. The third group of scientists found exactly the same thing. And what they found was a very similar thing. These people were living, and they were living so long. They were living so long. And they were getting up in the morning, and they were going for horseback rides. The guys would go out for horseback rides. And then during the day, the ladies would hang around the fire, and they would prepare food for the evening. And the same thing was happening again. They were living longer. We want to get you living longer. What could have caused it? Well, let me tell you the secret they discovered. The secret that everyone's searching for. Everyone's searching for the same secret in all cultures. And we think we've got it. We all think we've got it. Let's find out what the scientists discovered. Well, they stayed longer than the first group of scientists and the second group of scientists. The third group of scientists stayed longer. And every night they would have a party. Every night they would have a party, these group of people. They were dancing and they were singing and they were really loving and enjoying life. Was it the food they were eating? Was it the drinks they were drinking? Was it the water? Were they getting up and praying? Were they meditating? What was the secret? And because there was a finite number, as most of these studies have in aging longer, there's a finite number of people in this tribe. So as the scientists are there, they heard them say, well, we'll celebrate your birthday tonight. So these people were having 2, 3, sometimes 4 birthdays a year. So when the scientists were asking them how old they were, they would say, well, I'm 94. That's why they were looking like they were 45, because every year they were having 3 or 4 birthdays. That's the secret to getting you to live longer, guys. That's it. There's no special magic formula. Have a look at your birth date. Have a look at your driver's license. There is no expiry date on your driver's license. You as a person have no expiry date. So go out there and live longer. Live as long as you can. Live as healthy as you can. You know what to do. Eat real food. Do move real exercise. Move a little. Eat good. Enjoy, guys. That's the secret. And if my mum was still here today, guys, I sadly, my mother died a long time. She didn't live a long time. She died a long time. She was in a nursing home for about 20 years, in a bed, confined to a bed because I won't bore you with why. It was disgusting. But she laid in a nursing home bed for about 20 years. She died and took a long time to die. So I coined the term, live long, die fast. You want to live as long as you can. Enjoy it, guys. Enjoy every moment. And die fast. That's the secret to living longer. Enjoy, guys, and get you living longer. Don't look for the secret. Do not look for the secret. The secret is a distraction. The hunt for the secret is a distraction from what you know you have to do. I'll say that again. The hunt for the secret is a distraction from what you know you have to do. Go on, guys. Get out there and live as long as you can, as healthy as you can, as strong as you can, and do it, if not just for you, do it for your family. Create a ripple effect that changes the shape of the whole community, one man at a time. Let's do it. Take care. See you next time. Cheers.
You've been listening to The Men's Movement. Look forward to seeing less of you next time.